Good morning and welcome to this morning's thought for the day. We're looking at Luke and an incident that took place immediately after Jesus had been filled with the Spirit and came out of the desert. Luke 4:31-41. Then he went down to Capernaum, a city of Galilee, and was teaching them on the Sabbath. And they were astonished at his teaching, for his word was with authority. Now in the synagogue there was a man who had a spirit of an unclean demon, and he cried out with a loud voice, saying, "Let us alone! What have we to do with you, Jesus of Nazareth? Did you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." But Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Be quiet and come out of him." And when the demon had thrown him in their midst, it came out of him and did not hurt him. Then they were all amazed and spoke among themselves, saying, "What a word this is! For with authority and power he commands the unclean spirits, and they come out." And the report about him went out into every place in the surrounding region. Jesus left the synagogue and went to the home of Simon. Now Simon's mother-in-law was suffering from a high fever, and they asked Jesus to help her. So he bent over her and rebuked the fever, and it left her. She got up at once and began to wait on them. At sunset, the people brought to Jesus all who had various kinds of sickness, and laying his hands on each one, he healed them. Moreover, demons came out of many people, shouting, "You are the Son of God." But he rebuked them and would not allow them to speak, because they knew he was the Messiah. Jesus has trusted God in the wilderness. He has been empowered by the Holy Spirit as a result. He is now showing God's loving heart towards people. When we read such stories, we can think, "Oh, that's because it's Jesus." We forget that Jesus laid aside all the trappings of being divine, apart from having God's heart for people and being without sin. It means that every follower of Jesus can receive the empowering of the Holy Spirit and can do the works that Jesus did. Indeed, later in Luke's story, his early followers do the same miraculous signs that Jesus is doing in this account. Jesus is so effective because he has no sin. Sin is like the muck on a window. It makes it hard to see beyond the glass. A little sin can make God hazy. A little more can make him difficult to see. And a lot can remove him from sight altogether. But he is still there, wanting to guide us by his Spirit to do the stuff that brings healing to folk, that enables us to seek out and rescue those who are lost in life. So at this time today, let's ask God to clean our window and to guide us to care for our community. Let's listen to the Holy Spirit and act on his promptings. We have the potential to do all that Jesus did, to show God's love to our world. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you his peace. May you know God's presence throughout today.